to class, everyone. I'm Miss Faust. Let's enjoy a few moments of 20th century music. Big band music. Kind of music that you want to dance to. As exciting as it is. Okay. Welcome back, and let's get started. We are so close to ending the essay, as in figuring out what each part is all about. Okay, so let's look over here. Oh, but before we do, please make sure you have paper. You might want to use the notes from last class period, okay? Pen or pencil. And we're going to try to wrap up today and get ready for other work concerning essay writing, okay? So again, let's walk on over here. Let me grab my pointer, okay? Follow me. All right, so we talked about the topic prompt. Again, this is a bit of a review. We have our prompt, which is what? Anyone remember? Everyone remember? Restaurants. Definitely. Yes. Always thinking about food. Okay. I'm always thinking about food. All right. So then we talked about the introduction, namely paragraph 1. And that's all about 3 questions that go back to the topic, namely restaurants. Okay. Don't forget, though, even though I don't have the question up here, you need to indent the first line. Indent the first line. Okay. Then comes the most important part of the essay, namely the body, which has 3 parts, paragraphs 2, 3, and 4. Don't forget that. 2, 3, and 4. So those paragraphs start with, in my essay, the one I would be writing, okay, to begin with, comma. Next, comma. Lastly, comma. Now note, I circled those commas, okay? I don't want you to do that when you start writing essays. It's for our purposes here. In other words, to remember when we have a word such as next, there is a comma. Okay, I gave you some other examples, such as second. You could use finally. You can use also. Now, how do we punctuate? Comma. Exactly. Good job. We're on a roll here. Love it. Okay, so we have 4 of 5 paragraphs. Everyone got that? Introduction, body, now. Comes the conclusion. This is where we say, okay, we're at the end. Okay. Now, when we do paragraph 5, we need to make sure that we start with, in conclusion, what punctuation? Comma. Exactly. Good job. So in conclusion, comma. And over here, I wrote a final thought. Only one sentence. In conclusion, comma. And what is it you want to say? The last thing you want to say about your topic. So what is it you want to tell me about animals? Okay? In other words, what you were writing about. Don't say animals in general. Whatever animal you picked, what is it you want to tell me? In the last statement. Just make sure you don't repeat or you don't start a new paper. Okay? So final thought about restaurants. Okay? After that, remember, in conclusion, comma, thought. After that, we have a quote. Okay? Be creative about this quote. It can start out as my friend says, as my math teacher always says, as my mom says, or as my dad said. However you want. It doesn't have to be an actual quote. Okay, be creative. All right, now we need to look at the punctuation. So that's why you're seeing a bunch of circles. As my friend says, comma. Please don't forget. Here starts the quote. Quotation marks. Okay, eating at a restaurant can be enjoyable. Period. Quotation marks. Now note, comma on the outside, period on the inside. Please remember that. Eating at a restaurant can be enjoyable, that period. Okay? All right. So you've got your statement. Last thought, final comment about your topic. It's like a wrap-up. You're wrapping up your essay. Okay? Then your quote. But we don't stop. We don't stop there. We need one more item down here. I agree. Exclamation mark. Okay? I agree. That's how we end our essay. So the I agree goes back to this. Eating at a restaurant can be enjoyable. I agree with that. And it can be, can't it? Those of us who love to eat at restaurants. Okay? Do you have any questions about this? If you do, you know what to do. You know how to contact me. My email address. Now, I have something for you, and it's behind this white paper. So I want you to think about this. Oh my goodness, we're missing something. All right, we have to fill in the blanks here. Now, how long should an essay be? Should you have to write it? I mean, down the road you will be writing essays, but let's just say we're going to turn our animal assignment into an essay. How many pages should you have? What? I hear something. Oh, 2. Exactly. 2 pages. Now, on each line, how many words do you think we should have? 4? 5? 10? What? 8. Yes. Exactly. 8. 8 words per line. Obviously, when you finish a paragraph and you only have 5, that's it. Because you just finished a paragraph. Okay? Make sure you have 8 words per line. You have 2 pages. 2 pages, top to bottom. Top to bottom. Top to bottom. 2 pages. Now, those of us who like to write huge, you may have to shrink it. Otherwise, you might be doing 15 words a line. Okay. Here's your assignment. You see this. I want you to take your topic. Again, it's about animals. I want you to come up with your quote and end it with I agree. As soon as you've got that quote, so think back to what you wrote and try to come up with a quote that goes with what you wrote. Don't just bring in a quote about animals in general. It's got to deal, if you dealt with polar bears, it has to talk about polar bears, so to speak. Okay? So I need a quote and then this. So when you're done with that, send it immediately to me. Okay? And we're going to end our day with a little big band dance music. Okay? Have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye-bye.